Hello fellow collectors, Todd's back. Right, as you see from the title, Mr. Z or Mr. Z, however you want to pronounce it. I call it Mr. Z. People, I'm always getting asked, what horse is that, or what dog is that, or what anything, and I always buy Mr. Z. They are expensive, but I do believe if you want the best out there, then you pay that money. You spend a lot of money on your high-end collectibles, but why not go for more realistic like? Now, as far as the horses go, this is the most common one, obviously standing still, a Mr. Z horse, the freestanding. They do all colours, white, greys, brown with the slight hint of black on the seams, which looks absolutely stunning. I probably will be getting a brown one soon. This was the earlier version where the horse is standing still. These ones you can get quite at a good price because they are the older model, but you're still looking over 100 quid. You get the saddle and everything else with it. We will do a close-up on it. Forget the brown marks you see on there, that is literally just the lighting. Like I said, they now do one with trotting or bending down or even standing on its hind legs. Now, they're more of the premium ones that you'd have to get. They do all different kind of horses, shy horse as well and everything. So as far as the horses, I mean, they do all different animals. So just have a look for them. But you'd be surprised how many of the big companies use Mr. Z for certain things. Right, let's just have a quick look at this horse a moment. They're not plastic, but look, they've even got all the sculpting of the hair and everything else. So if you ever see an animal in my collection, you know full well it's the Mr. Z, because that's what I look out for. Look at the eyes. It's absolutely stunning. And this one I obviously use for Zorro, though I will be getting a custom saddle and bridle and everything, all for and that's going to cost a bit for Zorro, so it looks like his thing. He has done it before, but yeah, it's putting this stuff on. They don't give you any instructions. But they do come in unique boxes. These ones were the older looking ones. They used to have a black box with their logo on the front, but all the boxes have changed now, because it used to be in the black box with styrofoam for you Americans, or polystyrene for us in the UK, and then inside a bag and that. But now I will show you what the boxes look like now. But these are quite stunning in every sense. So if you ever see animals in my collection, you know it's a Mr. Z. Now, when I say there's other companies out there that do use them, just look at this. All right, this is the one. This is Shadowfax you got with Amos Toys, Gandalf the White. They used Mr. Z. They really did, because the detail in this is just as impressive. And I do believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe this is a Mr. Z sculpt, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, there are all different alternatives out there, but they're made of plastic and everything, so it's up to you. It's horses for courses, but they're absolutely gorgeous, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, so this one obviously is Shadowfax from Gandalf the White, Amos Toys, but I do believe they used a Mr. Z horse. Okay, what other ones do they do? A lot of you might recognise the monkeys. They use for Pirates of the Caribbean. This is all Mr. Z, everything. So they're highly detailed, and they're absolutely fantastic. as you see there. But you do get 2 in them, which at the moment I'm just using him on the table, but it just shows you what they actually do. They do a big selection of cats and dogs, so obviously my next looks as for the dogs itself. So yeah, if you ever, I don't know really any suppliers that actually do it. Maybe anybody can comment. But mostly I get these on eBay with sellers from China. They're all brand new, and but they do take a little while to come over. It all depends. But that's where I normally find them. But like I said, they're not the cheapest things going. Right, let's have a look at one of the dogs, shall we? Right, this is actually one of the dogs they do. You might recognise him. This is actually going to be from John Wick, and this is why a lot of people got this dog. This is the only one I know that can actually turn its head, because it is actually magnetised. Okay, so, and you know, you get the lead and everything else that you can put on or have off. It depends up to you what you want to do. But look at the fur on there. It's absolutely stunning. So if I ever looking for an animal, I always put in Mr.Z on eBay, and just to find out which ones they do and if there's nearest to it. Obviously for my Dracula display, what I did try and look for is a wolf. Now there was plenty of selections out there, but I wanted one not too big like Game of Thrones, but not too small, but one that's realistic. And guess what I chose? A Mr.Z wolf. Let's have a look at that. And here it is. And there's the wolf with the blue eyes. And like I say, it's all detailed. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that's one of the old ones. It's still got the polystyrene on. But yeah, and I had that sitting there with Dracula Grey, like he was in the film. But yeah, absolutely amazing. Right, so what are my new ones that have just come in? Well, let's have a look at one of the boxes, shall we? Right, these are the new kind of boxes they've been doing now for the last few years. You'll probably find if you get the John Wick one, it's got the same kind of box with the same motif on the front itself. Thick cardboard, just like any other high premium item itself. If you have a look, it does have their symbol, their logo, and which is registered as well. And then inside, when you open it up, and then you've got what you want in there. It's wrapped up in a bag, plus you get a tiny little bag for his lead or any accessories that comes with. But these are the sort of like what you pay for now. I would show you the other boxes, but they're all put away up in the loft. But this is the latest one I've just got. But it's so good, I got 2. So let's have a look and see what I got then, shall we? And here are 2 Rottweilers, and these I absolutely love. This is the slightly older model, because you can still see it's still got the emblem at the bottom. The sitting down one was the newer one, but I wanted both. There's a certain scene that I've or diorama scene that I've built, and these fit in perfectly. You don't have to have the leads, the collars on. They just come with them. I put them on, but you can leave them bare if you want to. But they're absolutely gorgeous. And I was so pleased to get these. These came the same time as my Batmobile, and I was just as pleased to get these as I was as that. Let's just have a look at some of the detail. And just look at that. So, any more questions? If Mr. Z doesn't do it, I probably end up not getting it. Unless I'm really desperate. But yeah, so any more questions on what animal, what dog is that, what horse is that? It's a Mr. Z. Okay then, so what did I get these two for? Let's have a look. And here we go. That was my Joker display. There were the dogs in the film. There was actually 3, but there's no way I'm going to put 3 in there. I mean, they're quite big really. But they're definitely 1/6 because they're big dogs. But yeah, that is a DX11. That was my second ever Hot Toys figure, so I'll never get rid of it anyway. But yeah, that's what I've got them for, and I'm absolutely stoked with it. So that finishes off that display now perfectly to what I wanted. Okay, right. So it's just a little video showing you what brands are out there. Well, obviously Mr. Z, but so like I said, I get asked so many times about what horse is that, what dog is that, and it's all Mr. Z in the collection. Okay then, I hope this is a little bit helpful, and see you soon. Ta-da.